Do I have a treat for you? Yes, my very first 2017 Ford Raptor is here. So stay tuned and let's check this guy out together. Yes, that's right. I'm so excited to show you this 2017 Ford Raptor. We've been waiting for this truck for a long time, and it is finally here. I would like to chat with you about some exterior features, the inside features, and a little bit about the performance features as well. So come with me, let's check this truck out. Guys, thank you very much for staying tuned to this video about the Ford Raptor. I did want to start in the interior because, man, I want to tell you, this interior just looks great, absolutely phenomenal. Let me just start off by the door here, showing you the little graphic design. I don't know if you can tell and you can see on the video because it's a little bit dark right now, but it's got a really nice carbon fiber-like finish. You've got your traditional power windows, power locks, memory seating. You do have the spotlight mirror so that you can go ahead and light up the massive powered LED lights that are on the exterior side of the mirror. Automatic lights, adjustable gas and brake pedals. One of the things that really stands out on this new Raptor are these massive paddle shifters. Take a look at these paddle shifters. I mean, oh my God, they're pretty massive, and they just look phenomenal. They look really, they feel very comfortable. You've got your setup here for your 8-inch display screen that allows you to toggle between your trip, fuel, truck information, towing status, off-road, and general settings on the vehicle. So you're able to see, you know, all of that information just by toggling through these arrows here. You've got your cruise control, voice activated system, sync system, answering, hang up your phone. This one here, obviously, you've got your 4-wheel drive. You got your 2-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive automatic, 4-wheel drive high, and 4-wheel drive low. You do also have on this truck, you do have a trailer backup assist. For those of us that don't know how to back a trailer up, this one here will assist you to do so. Let's talk about the center stack here. You do have a hill descent. This is basically having the truck in cruise control when you're going down a hill so that you don't have to ride your brakes. Traction control off, your hazard lights, automatic auto start off button, your 360 degree view camera, front camera. You've got cameras on the sides, cameras in the rear as well. So it's a great feature. This one also has the updated BlackBerry Sync 3 system, which is generation 2. And as you can see, everything here is pretty easy to understand and toggle through. You've got your radio, you've got your AM, FM, satellite, CD, Bluetooth streaming from your cell phone, your climate controls and features, your phone functions. Once you have your phone programmed, you can make a call, receive a call, view your contact list, your navigational software. What I really like about this navigational software is that you do have a capacitive screen, so you can actually go anywhere, you can pinch to zoom, and it works really quick. You do have a mode for applications, so you can actually download certain applications from your cell phone, and general settings on the vehicle. You've got your audio controls, you got hard buttons, climate controls as well. You do have heated and cooled seat. This is not just a ventilated seat. This is actually an AC seat. So there's a coil that runs through these seats that allow you to feel very comfortable during the summer. We're here by Houston, Texas, and it gets pretty hot down here. So we do use our cooled seats quite often. You do have your power point and a built-in inverter. It's a 110 400 watt outlet right there at your disposal. Carbon-like fiber finish going through the passenger dash area, and then again on your trim on the door paneling. Let's take a quick look at these seats with me. As you can see, you do have the Raptor embroidery. You do have adjustable headrest. You do have the perforated leather seating. But what I like about these seats is that you do have a piping. You do have a two-tone gray looking color that separates and has a really nice contrast on these seats. These seats are very comfortable. And like I said, with that heated and cooled option, they feel absolutely great. Let's take a look at the back, and let's have a back view of this truck. Okay guys, taking a look at the rear part of this cab, and again, you have your carbon-like fiber finish here. You do have the map pockets on the back part of the seats, and again, going with the perforated seats and the contrast piping, the gray. You don't have the Raptor embroidery back over here, but still the cabin back here looks phenomenal, looks really good. These Raptors do come with the rubber mats that you can see here. We haven't installed this one, but you've got a massive rubber mat that covers basically the whole area back over here. But very interested on these Raptors. Check this out. For 2017, let me see if I can get the camera here focused. You do have your power point. You do have heated seat options for the back passengers. And check this out. You've got two USB ports back over here that are fast charging. And why not? I mean, we're in an area where, in an era where we've got iPads, we've got tablets, and we've got kids that are using them all of the time. So that gives you a quick charging. But if you do have your wall outlet, bam, you've got another set of inverter right there. AC vents back here. I mean, this truck is equipped massively. It's nicely equipped for that person that wants to use it off-road, for that person that has family and wants to use it for personal use. I mean, this truck is just great. Another thing that I want to point out, now that I'm back over here and looking to the front, you guys can see that the red stitching, that red line that is embroidered into the steering wheel, that basically tells you the position of the wheels, the front wheels. So right now you can see that it's at 12 o'clock. Both front wheels are positioned straight. Up here, check these out. You've got also, let me see if you guys can see this, you've got 6 upfitter switches. So you guys are able to hook up, I don't know, some Baja lights, some exterior lights, a fuel tank, anything that requires an on and off switch, you've got it up there. And then you got your lights, your microphone for your sync system. So again, this truck is nicely equipped. This one was not ordered with the twin panel moonroof, which, you know, I love that option. That's actually one of the favorite features in my truck, and I wish this truck had it, but this customer decided not to get the twin panel moonroof. So this is a quick look on the inside of the 2017 Ford Raptor. All right, guys, like I said, I've got my first 2017 Ford Raptor. It is finally here. And you know what? We did not bring the baseline to the table, to the party. We brought the Equipment Group 802A, which has tons of really nice bells and whistles on it. But let me first of all start off by talking to you regarding the front end of this truck, which is just, oh my God, this is it's a mean looking truck. Ill-tempered, bad to the bone truck. I mean, everybody's gonna know that you're driving something different. Let me start off by talking to you about the quad beam LED light setup. So you've got dual LEDs on each side with the LED rope surround light. But what I like about this truck and makes it different is the black insert that Ford installed in the headlight. You've got the big Ford grille. I mean, this means business. This is what separates the F-150 Raptor from the regular F-150. You've got the traditional 3 lighted orange lights in the front grille. You've got a massive steel bumper with the gaping holes right in that part. And you might ask, what is that? What are those holes for in the bumper? Well, you know, you've got 35 inch, I should say, BF Goodrich tires. So when you're driving, when you're all-terrain, when you're going off-road, you can just imagine all the mud, all the debris, rocks, everything that these big tires are going to throw against the bumper. So obviously they have to have a way out. So that's why you see the big hole in these bumpers. Talking a little bit more about the grille, you do have, I don't know if you can see this, but you do have a shutter system in these grills inside that will actually open and close depending on the weather, depending on the condition. So if, for example, if the weather outside is really cold and you remote start the vehicle, then guess what? These shutters are gonna close so that the engine can go ahead and warm up faster. If you're towing something with the vehicle, guess what? They will open so that massive airflow can go into the vehicle itself. As you can see, you've got tow hooks, recovery tow hooks in the front. You can actually see the suspension, and we'll talk a little bit about the suspension as well on this truck, because that is one of the things that separates this F-150 from other F-150s. Talking a little bit more on the side, if you notice, the fender is offside. It is going wider because this actually is an F-150 that is 7 inches wider than the regular F-150. So this one offset is designed for the Raptor and Raptor only, so that you can fit the big 35-inch tires in there, and the modification to the end, to the suspension, I should say. Coming and looking around the back of this front fender, you can see that they have this cutout, and it has a purpose. And you've got basically a really nice airflow coming through the front of the engine, front of the vehicle. It basically makes the warm, the hot engine cool off better by having a really nice airflow coming through the side of the fender. Let's talk about these mirrors. You do have a quad beam LED spotlight set up at night. I mean, this will light up a city if it needed to. It is really bright. I really like those. You also have a 360-degree view camera. You do have one of the cameras right there, and your entry light as well when you open up the door. Let's look at the side of this truck. One of the things that is staple to the Ford Raptor is the running board. You've got the Raptor emblem right at the end of it, and that's one of the things that Ford kept with the Raptor, is that Rhino Linux finish steel bumper on these Raptors. This truck was ordered with the exterior graphics package, and it looks pretty awesome. I mean, who would not want to let everybody know that you're driving a Ford Raptor with those big letterings on the side of the bed? we are talking about an upgrade on the Fox Racing shocks that you're seeing right there. Ford did make them bigger. They went from, I believe, a 2-inch to a 3-inch diameter. So the bigger shocks will allow more displacement. So we went from an 11-inch displacement to a, I believe, a 13-inch. So really going off-road with this truck will benefit you having the bigger shocks, so that you can have you know, more suspension, more cushion when you're going really off-road on this truck. There's another look about the suspension there as well. Okay, let's go ahead and talk on the rear side of this vehicle. You do have the blind spot monitoring system. You do have the LED surround light, but below it you do have the radar, the spot radar that will indicate if somebody is in your blind spot. And if there is somebody in your blind spot, then on your exterior side mirror down there, a light will light up letting you know that somebody is in your blind spot. Man, this tailgate is phenomenal. This one here has the optional tailgate applique. So this tailgate applique, again, like in the front, you do have the big massive Ford sign logo at one corner and the Raptor logo on the other corner. And let's talk about the rear suspension. You've got a massive dual exhaust system, recovery tow hooks, and if you notice, the bumper is actually a little bit shorter than what we are traditionally used to. And there's a purpose for that, because you know, when these trucks go off-road, you do want a bigger and better descent and incline angle. So when you're going down a steep hill and going up, you want to make sure that you have clearance. So that's why the bumper is a little bit on the shorter side. You do have the 4 sensors in the back, and this is really cool. You do have a smart key technology, which allows you to go ahead and drop down the tailgate. A little bit squeaky there, but this one was opted to have the spray and bed liner by Ford. I really don't know how they do that, but it's a really cool symbol. I don't know how they did the Ford emblem on there, but it's really cool. You do have also the LED inbox light. So pardon me if my voice is going, but you've got quad LED lights on each side of the bed. Very helpful if you do have a cover. You will be able to see down in the bed of the truck. Let me talk to you about the Generation 2 tailgate step, which is a huge improvement over Generation 1. So everything is actually in the tailgate itself. You've got your handle, you got your spring-loaded step, very easy access to the inside of the bed of the truck. Now, I do want to let you know that this is a brand new color. This is the Ford Avalanche color. It's brand new, and I gotta tell you, it actually looks very different than what I thought it would be. Online, the color looked more of a beige, of a creamy color, but I'm really liking this color because it actually kind of has a little bit of silver in it, a little bit of gray in the color, maybe a little bit of taupe in it. It's a mixture of a really nice combination of color. It has a really nice contrast look with the black trim around the wheels, the gray bumpers, and the tires themselves as well. But overall, I mean, the truck is just a phenomenal looking truck. It does have the 10-speed automatic transmission. It does have the upgraded engine as well. So what I'm going to do is talk to you a little bit about the engine and do an exhaust test. Let's go ahead and hear this truck when I start it up. So come with me. Let's go ahead and check out the engine. All right, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the engine itself. But first, let me say that this one has this really nice setup. It is a functional air vent setup, so it will allow the again the hot air, the engine heat to be put out with the airflow, not only on the side of the vents that I told you about that this truck has right there, but also these vents out here are also functional, and they just make the truck look phenomenal. It's a nice feature. So let's check out the engine. Guys, let's just take a few moments to talk about the 3.5 EcoBoost engine that this truck has. Now, Ford came out with the 3.5 EcoBoost back in 2011, but this is not your normal 3.5 EcoBoost. This is a high output, so you cannot get this engine on anything else except the Ford Raptor. So the previous Raptor, which was a few years ago, I think back in 2014, Ford had the big block 6.2 V8 engine that brought to the table 411 horsepower, which was great. I mean, that was a great engine. We did have a lot of success selling the engine. Very powerful engine, but you wouldn't think that Ford would bring anything less to the table, right? So this one here gives you 450 horsepower out of a twin turbocharged EcoBoost engine. I mean, that's just phenomenal. And then the torque is right at 510 pound-foot of torque. So driving this beast, oh my God, it's an extremely powerful engine. The weight to horsepower ratio is just great. It feels awesome on the road, and with the aluminum body being about 700 pounds lighter, then it just makes sense to add this high output engine to this truck. I'm gonna list on the screen some different materials that Ford used to make this engine, but overall, I mean, 450 horsepower coming out of this high output EcoBoost engine is just phenomenal. Okay guys, what I'd like to do now for you is do a exhaust test. Let's go ahead and listen to the exhaust that is coming out of these True Duals and the 3.5 EcoBoost. So I'm gonna remote start it, and then I'm gonna run inside and rev it up a little bit for you guys. So let's take a listen. Pretty awesome, right? All right guys, well, this concludes my short video on my 2017 Ford Raptor. I was so excited when I saw this vehicle, and I still am. I wish I had it. This actually is going to a new home today, so that's why I wanted to rush through this video so that you guys can take a look at my 2017 Ford Raptor. I do have some allocations left. If you are interested in the market for a Ford Raptor, please let me know, and we would be more than happy to answer any questions you might have regarding that. If you are new to my channel, I would sincerely love for you to subscribe, and you can do so right there. And if you like the truck, if you like the video, I would appreciate some thumbs up. Again, this is Jorge Lopez, your sales consultant over at Tomball Ford. Thank you so much for watching the video. You have a blessed day.